Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. We're back on the Ludwigsbahn route, the new German DLC, and we're going to be doing some diesel traction, that in the form of the DBBL 628. And it looks like we got a 6-coach consist, so it's going to be quite a long service. Let's get, oh hang on, we got uncouple vehicles, okay, well, we can go and do that. I'm not sure how we would uncouple these ones. As we've not done that before. Let's go and have a look. So it looks like we're taking off maybe the rear two. So we're then going to have a 4-coach service. Okay, bit of splitting. Let's have a look. Oh, literally just that. That's easy. Okay, well there's the train split. Let's head back. Yes, we're taking it down to Neustadt. I think we are fairly. Let's have a look. Ingleheim, Hassloch, Neustadt ADW, yeah, so we're fairly quickish. Right, where are the safety systems on this one? Let's hop back in. We'll get the doors unlocked, and then we'll locate the safety systems. Right, left side doors. Yeah, cool, they're all, I think they're sorted. Yeah, they're open. Right, let's get the systems on. So CIFA and PZB. That's that, get that shut as well. Sneaky little valves there. Hop back in. Get the brake key in. Do that. And I think we are good to go. Well, actually, just about. Power on, that's fine. I think that's it. The lights should already be sorted, or not. Headlights. Right, they can go on as well. I think we are ready. So, let's get the doors shut. And let's get this diesel train on the move, because most of the traction on here is electric. Right, Ingleheim's the next one, which is, yeah, so once we join up with the that bit. Right. Let's go. So 40 out of here. It's always nice to come in the sort of modern 628. As you've got the old school one on Neustadt, and then this one, which I think used to be with Vorarlberg. I think the red one was originally from Vorarlberg, or at least you could see it as AI on there. But now it's what's on here as well, and on other routes. So I think for this layer you do need the Dovetail bomb, and then there's also the other diesel layer, which is the DBBL 612 from Dresden Chemnitz. That doesn't have as many services, whereas this one has quite a few. Yes, if you want the most diesel services, yeah, you want to get Dovetail bomb. Right, let's unrelease ourselves. What's our top speed as well in this train? It's not a fast one, this one. It usually says what the top speed is. I suppose we'll just have to see how fast it goes. I mean, I doubt we're going to be able to go up to 160. I think if anything, maybe 100, and then it will just sort of cut out. So that'll be fun. Is there a max? Where's like the V speed or whatever it is? V max. I suppose, yeah, we'll just have to see how fast we can go in it, give it a bit of a speed run. Which we have run this before on Salzburg-Rosenheim. That's another route you can run the 612, no, the 628 on. That's what we're in. We're the 628, and the 612 is the other train you can get for this route. Let's see if yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's see how fast we can go. Of our 4-coach. Pretty cool. Basically like the German pace of this train is sort of the equivalent. Love the way you've got the analog clock as well. Not a digital clock, a proper clock. Something else has got the green to the left of us. Like an S-Bahn service, where is it? There. Maybe. Yeah, funny service this one. I think we start at Ludwigs and then, or BASF Nord, just to Neustadt. It's a bit of a weird one. I said it'll be about 28 minutes as well, I think. Oh, I think we've reached the top speed. It doesn't seem to be wanting to go more than 83. But it's going up a bit. Struggling though. Again, this train is sort of for branch lines, like Ludwigshafen. It's not meant to be going fast. But we might as well just test it. Actually, it should have the VMAX on the outside, shouldn't it, as well? Or maybe not. So yeah, just go as fast as we can, really. Well, actually, no, we're going 100 kilometers an hour, so it seems to have picked up a little bit. Unless we're going down a downhill gradient, which is quite possible. Let's get up to 160 in this thing. That would be fairly impressive. Oh. Okay, well, let's quickly get that plugged in then. That was a funny little doink as it did that. Okay, there we go, we're back. There's the 425. So again, they run sort of the majority of the trains on the route. Let's see that. 110 kilometers an hour, so we are getting a fairly nice speed in this train. I mean, yeah, it was sort of struggling to get above sort of 83, but it seems to have sort of come alive a little bit. Just going to turn down that audio as well, just a little bit. Might be a bit noisy. There you go, hopefully that's a bit better. Let's get another shot of it going past. Actually, seeing it at this speed is uncommon. There it is. Has a funny running sound to it. Almost sounds like an electric train sort of coming at you. There it is though. Let's get a nice shot of it as we have a freight train approaching as well. And I'm really liking the LHLE on this route as well. It looks a lot better than on other routes. That being the overhead line equipment or the wires. See, there's more of a zigzag to it on this route. Or at least it just seems more visible, which is it's just cool. But then visually, this route does look really nice. It's a long old freight train. So we're going 125 now. We're really overdoing it for this train. That's all good. I mean, it hasn't cut out yet. So maybe the max for this is 120 then. As yeah, we are above 120, but it's very much struggled to get above 120. So we might sort of be at its operational max. Let's pop the power down a bit. Just let it rest a bit. Well, saying that the speed is coming down fairly quick, so we keep the power on just a little bit. But yeah, now this route has been out a couple of days, how is everybody finding it? Is it what you expected? Is it sort of like it's alright? Or is it like, maybe it's your favourite route? As I've said, sort of, well, basically from the beginning on this route, it's one of those routes you would probably get on sale. A sale route, that's what it is. There's 155. 2 freight trains, oh my god, that's another really long one as well. And there's very much two halves to this route. This part, which is like this, fairly flat and like relatively straight, and then there's the valley bit. See that? On this runway, just stay within the valley, no, within this section. Right, once the other line joins back up, we won't be too far off our first station stop, which was what, Ingleheim. The other line should join up relatively soon. Where is it? Over there, I think. As the other line goes via Schifferstadt. So a few services do go that way. So just coast it. 110. Nice and easy. And then we will eventually do a run in the 612 as well. Although I think the services on there are about 10-15 minutes. I think they only go from Ludwigshafen to Schifferstadt and that's it. So they're slightly shorter. And some of the 628 services go across the full route. They're about an hour, I think even one's an hour and 25 minutes from one end to the other. Which is quite impressive. Funny little train to drive on here. But again, if you want this train, I believe you do need to own the Neustadt, which is an exceptional route. So looking out for the station stop, should be on the approach or relatively soon. Too much further after the lines join up. There it is there. Which the brakes on this train are quite good, or at least they're good for this type of train. I mean that's sort of like step 2. Bringing us down quite nicely. And there's the cat ace. It's nice and steady. I cannot. Is it Eagle? This was Ingleheim, wasn't it? Ingleheim. There's another station with a similar name, I think on Linker Rheinstrecke, that's Ingleheim. And I think we're going right down the end. Seems like it. Ingleheim, this one. Cool. And then the other one's not far either. And then Neustadt ADW to Neustadt, I mean they're really close. A little bit further. I'd say that is quite a nice stop. Here we are. Welcome to Ingleheim. Is anyone going to get on or off? Oh, you got a few off. And we've got 3 minutes here, so that means time to go and get some collectibles. So I don't think I've got any on this route. I'm not really one to go out and get collectibles. There you go, 1 out of 25. There's your CIS for this route. I want to get one of the maps. Can we find a map? Is this one up here? Is that one there? Is that a map? Oh, is it? Yes. There we go, look at that. Quite a cool map though, this one. I thought like the sort of map looks all scrunched, unless it's meant to be some sort of 3D with like the hills. Like a terrain map. Yeah, there's the route maps. You can see the other lines sort of going off the edge of the map. Cool, right, we finally got one of those. Any more on this side? Another first aid point. But some of the other collectibles, it's like literally a rock pile. That's one of the other ones, a rock pile. So not exactly easy to find. Because I think you have to place the rocks down. Or stones. Very smart though. Right, let's hop back in. Oh, you can open the windows, forgot about that. There you go, if you've got some extra air in. Cool. And then to Hassloch, which isn't that far along. I think 3 or 4 kilometres. Bit longer here though. But if you are still watching this far in, thanks all for remaining in for another Ludwigsbahn video. We're playing it more than I thought we would, so that's good. Been alright. There's the horn on this one. Again, it's not a bad route. I mean, yeah, scenery wise, the way it's been done, really good. It's just not one of those like eye-catching routes, like Ingleheim. I mean, it has got the memory leak issues, which are really annoying. But that route is like, wow. Whereas this one's like, yeah, it's alright. Not one of those sort of headliner routes. But this is my opinion. Right, let's get the doors shut. But still enjoying it nonetheless. Yeah, 4 kilometres. So it'll be about sort of kilometre board 85-ish. Yeah, let's get that's a nice shot. Cool. I wish that was something within Train Sim World, or at least maybe something they can add in future. Is the delay in the signal changing from the train passing? As at the moment, it's like how it is on Train Sim Classic default. Where you sort of literally as soon as the train passes the signal, or at least the front of your cab passes the signal flicks to red. Whereas in real life, at least in the UK, literally the whole train could get past the signal, then it will then flick to red. I wish that sort of could be, changed. It'd make it a bit more realistic. Probably is similar in Germany. So kilometre board 89.6 was the last stop, and we got about 4 kilometres to Hassloch. So I'm purely going off the markers here. So that's a kilometre already. So we got what, 2.9 now. And as it's a straight line, we can actually go off the boards, as it will be the same distance as the objective. Get that open if you want as well. Got one on this side. Yeah, there's one. That open. There's a ICE3M. I'm still annoyed because it should be an ICE3MF. I really sort of wish they would have added that, considering there are no new trains on this route. It would have been nice to see the ICE3MF, which would basically involve adding the KVB panel and a few changes to the ICE3M to make it sort of so it could run in France, because all of the ICE3 services on here go on into France. So ideally it should be the ICE3MF. So it's quite a shame we didn't see that. So it's quite a big thing as well. I would say that's like my main grudge of the route. I mean, I'm not from this area, I don't know this route in real life, so I can't really comment on sort of the scenery and stuff, but at least train-wise, I do know that it would be an ICE3 MF running the ICE3s, but running the services into France. But we don't have that. And if you look on Google Images, ICE3 MF, you can see you've got the KVB panel, there's a few differences in the cab. But I think exterior-wise it would be near enough the same. So that would have been quite cool. Right, going up to this marker. Yeah, this is Hassloch. Or Hassloch, probably not how you pronounce it, but here we are. Oh, diesel. So is first class actually any better than standard class on here? Not really. The seats are quite, well, you probably get a little tiny bit more cushion in first class and the sort of weird little table there. Not much of a difference. A bit more leg room. What's like the grandest train in, like, here in the UK for first class? I'd say LNER or say Avanti is sort of like the best. But what's like the equivalent in Germany? Like, what do you get for sort of ICE first class? Is that good? Right, and we've got 7 kilometres. Wow, okay. We've got a bit of a way then. But it's going to be a bit closer than that. Well, let's go. You can see the hills sort of coming into view now. This Neustadt is sort of at basically the base of the hills. Sort of the start of the valley. So it's quite sort of, well, good navigation, a good navigational thing to know. If you see the hills, that's where Neustadt is. So we got to go basically, yeah, to where that hill is over there. That's sort of Neustadt. See that? So that's sort of, well, ADW, Neustadt ADW, that'll be about what? That's 7 kilometres. Neustadt's about 500 metres round the corner from it. Or is it about a kilometre? Not much further. So it should be at sort of kilometre board 78-ish. See that? But so far, I'd actually say we probably have driven this route more than Salzburg-Rosenheim. For Salzburg-Rosenheim, we came out, but then we didn't really play it that much. I don't know what sort of came out at the time. I don't know if there was maybe another DLC. I think the Goblin wasn't much longer after, but we just didn't play much of it. It just didn't connect. And I think we probably have played this route more. Although Salzburg-Rosenheim, if you haven't seen that route, that one is also really, really good. It's a really blimmin' long route as well, but a really good one. Cool. Got a neutral section, but obviously doesn't really apply to us as we're diesel. Yeah, that is Neustadt though, where those hills sort of are ahead, that's the valley. And I'm not entirely sure, will we be brought down, will the speed be brought down? Are we going to sort of come across the points? Because I think there's 3 platforms at Neustadt ADW. There's an island platform, then there's one for trains going this way. So I assume we will just go in, basically just on this line into it. Unless it's going to bring us into the siding somewhere. Don't know. But we should know when we're coming up to it. Because, well, I think the speed drops down to 140. and then down to, is it 100? It drops right down. But that's a cool thing I like about this route, the way you can see the hills from sort of so far, and sort of that's where you then go into the, I don't know, it's like like the gateway into the hills. I like it. If that makes any sort of sense or whatever. Like, it's quite cool sort of travelling from this sort of flat, straight bit, and then sort of seeing the hills and be like, oh, we're going to be going through there. I don't know, it's like, it's cool. Probably sounds a bit weird actually, but no, we are coming down. Yeah, we got a warning for a 60, so maybe we are coming across. So we have got a 1000 hertz magnet from that. Yeah, sort of the gateway to whatever hills they are. Yeah, as mentioned, sort of, yeah, cool thing about this route, it is very much a route of two very different halves. So if you've got, yeah, sort of the rusty ignored steep valley bit, little villages in, you know, middle of the hills, and then you've got this bit. Right, we're down to 60. Which looks like it starts from that signal. I think we'll be doing, yeah, plenty more of this. I want to do another run in the ICE 3M. So we'll do that at some point. Do the 612 as well, and hopefully maybe do a full length 425 service. Maybe split that into 2 parts. So you'll see plenty more of this route. And then soon enough we'll be seeing the Mittenwald, which comes out on February the 11th. So that's not far off either. Oh wow, we got a warning for a 40 as well. Blimey, it really does get slow. Oh, that's why, it's because we're coming across. Well, this is for the 60 here. Okay, that makes sense. Or we're coming across to the, no, yeah, we're going to the right. So I thought we might come across onto that side, sort of onto the wrong side, and then go into a siding somewhere after Neustadt. I don't really know where this service goes after. So I thought I might bring it across there. But no. Well, this is Neustadt ADW. We should be able to fit in on that marker there. Only 2 coaches. Are we in? Are we actually in? No. I'm glad I checked that. Although it's not really much further, you have to go slightly past that marker and then you'll be in. Let's have a look now. Yeah, you've got to go slightly past it to fit in. Here we are. If you stop bang on, I think you still would be off a little bit, or literally just be very tight. So I suppose we know that for next time. Be very careful with the marker there. Right, let's get all those saying that. That's the 70 metre marker. We're what, 90 metres? Oh, that's 140. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Right, Neustadt, yeah, the main station. Cool. So we can't go above 45 at the moment. So what platform are we going to come into? Is it going to be the very side platform? Be interesting to see. See that. And of course, if you own other German DLC, all of that will sort of come across onto here for substitutions, AI. And if you don't own other German DLC, I highly recommend having a look, because German DLC, honestly, is some of the best in the game. Purely for how much it substitutes and layers onto all of the other German stuff, it's fantastic. Yeah, German stuff is some of the best. I mean, I used to, sort of the first 3 years I had, well actually first 2 years I had Train Sim World, literally no interest really in German stuff. As soon as I sort of started learning PZB and some of the German signals, completely changed my perspective. Absolutely love German routes now. In some cases they're better than the UK stuff. Or I find some routes more enjoyable than UK stuff. I mean, that actually was the case when Train Sim 5 first came out. I'd say I was more enjoying Kinzigtalbahn more than the West Coast Mainline South. But now they've updated the West Coast Mainline South, so they're probably on par with each other. Although saying that, Kinzigtalbahn now has the memory leak issues and it's a bit messy. Okay, we sort of went. I thought we were gonna go in over there, but now we're coming in over here. So it has sort of brought us across onto the side platform. And is there an intermediate signal? Because on the platform 4, there's an intermediate signal here. I can't see one at the moment, so I think we might be down to the end here. Or at least to wherever. Yeah, okay. Where does it want us to stop then? Yeah, see for yeah, alright. I suppose we'll just go down the end then. Can't see a stop marker. We'll just sort of stop here. We're in the platform, aren't we? Under the canopy. Let that roll to a stop. I'll say that's probably pretty spot on. There we go. Well, where does this go next? Not in service. And then something at 1704 back to, oh, hang on, back to Neustadt. I'm not sure about that. That is going to be it, everybody. Actually, let me show you what services you get with the 628. We might as well have a look at that. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, what does this do next? 1621. Oh, goes into the siding, I assume. Yeah, let's see what you get with the 628, and then we shall call it there for this one. That was a nice run. That was a nice run. Once it loads us out. Cool. Anyone guess the station on the departure board? Obviously very non-German related. Come on, once it loads us out. It always takes longer to load out than it does to load in. Right, so for the 628, you get a fair few services, 23. There's you got the morning, then there's a big gap to the afternoon, and then sort of in the evening. So not too early, not too late really, but a nice sort of mix there. And yeah, some of them are full line runs as well. Well, not that one. That takes an hour and 12 minutes to go from Ludwigs. I think that's meant to say to Kaiserslautern. But yeah, that is going to be it for me. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Links can be found in all of the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for the lovely UK departure board if you would like your own one. If you do go through that link and purchase one, we get a little bit of commission from it, which obviously all does help out. See you all and take care. Bye guys.